Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to my channel, where every story takes you into the world of ancient myths and legends. Today, we will talk about one of the most terrifying and mysterious creatures of Slavic mythology, VI. Prepare for a journey into the darkness, where every word may send shivers down your spine. Now, let's begin. Silence, the rustle of leaves, a faint toll of a church bell. They say that if you look into Vi's eyes, death comes instantly. They say he awakens only when human fear becomes reality. He is not just a demon, he is the embodiment of darkness that has lived among us since the time before light existed. So, who is he really? And why do even those who do not believe in legends tremble at the mere name Vi? Vi's story did not begin with Gogol's pen, but much earlier, in the very depths of Slavic mythology. In folk tales, he was described as an old man with overwhelmingly heavy eyelids, unable to lift them without help. His eyes were called windows to the other world. A single glance from him was enough to kill. But who created him? A demon or a god of darkness? Or maybe a symbol of fear of the unknown? One version links the word Vi to the root vieu, to blow, as if a cold breath of darkness coming from another world. Some say he was once a spirit of the earth summoned by sorcerers. Others insist he was a fallen angel who betrayed the light and became a demon of judgment. Most of us first heard about Vi through Nikolai Gogol's story, but Gogol did not invent him. He simply recorded what had been passed down from generation to generation. In the novella, we encounter Coma Brute and the Maiden, three nights of horror, each building tension step by step. The first night seems like a warning. The second night mocks human faith, and the third night brings the true terror when V appears. When the moment comes, his words lift my eyelids, turn Coma's reality into a death sentence. This is not just a horror scene, it symbolizes inescapable doom. In Gogol's work, V is not just a monster, but a relentless judge of souls. Vi is not a typical demon. He has a huge, horrifying body, resembling a withered, twisted tree. His eyelids are so heavy that he cannot open them on his own. His eyes are described as portals through which death penetrates. His eyelids symbolize blindness, yet when they are lifted, Vi's gaze becomes an unforgiving sentence. Some legends add that V has stone hands and a body that smolders from within. This contrast between blindness and destructive sight makes him incredibly frightening. In many legends, Vi serves as a judge of souls. He does not chase sinners. He waits for the moment when a person is most defenseless. His gaze points to the one whose end is near. In folklore, it was believed that sorcerers could summon Vi to reveal their true enemy. Once he chose someone with his glance, that person could not survive. Vi does not punish. He renders the final verdict. His role is like the ultimate judgment, where all the forces of darkness converge. Why did the maiden summon Vi? And why was he the only one who could break Coma Brute's protective circle? In folk traditions, witches often appealed to Vi when they could not penetrate a victim's protection with ordinary spells. He served as a weapon capable of shattering the strongest barrier of light magic. If a witch spoke his name, nothing could save the person. There were even prohibitions against uttering Vi at night. Doing so was considered an invitation to the demon himself. Old women whispered, "Do not mention Vi 3 times, or he will come in a dream." And once he appears in a dream, there is no escape. In some villages, people performed a ritual holy circle to protect themselves from Vi's attention. He was summoned using a black book, as in Carpathian legends. Sometimes people invoked Vi in spells meant to uncover the truth, believing that lies could not stand before his gaze. Imagine this. Perhaps Vi is not a demon in the usual sense. Maybe he is simply the embodiment of fear itself. Fear that arises when we are most vulnerable. Psychologists see him as the personification of fear of death. Religious scholars view him as a fallen angel punishing souls for broken oaths. Mystics believe Vi is an ancient entity existing outside of time, awakening only when the balance of forces is disturbed. In each interpretation, Vi remains both disturbing and fascinating because he represents what we have always feared but could never explain. Not only the Slavs believed in demons with deadly glances. In Greek mythology, there was the Gorgon Medusa, whose eyes turned people to stone. The Norse told of a blind judge in the realm of the dead who determined the fate of souls. In India, there is the deity Shani, who brings misfortune with his gaze alone. But no one describes such a horrifying figure as Vi. He has deeply imprinted itself on the imagination of common people and reached our days as the symbol of final judgment by darkness. And here is the crucial question. Is Vi just a fiction, or does he exist somewhere in the other world? Some accounts claim that people have seen a similar figure during dark ritual ceremonies. Sorcerers say that summoning Vi is possible in places of weak energetic protection, old cemeteries, ruins of monasteries, or princely mounds. In the Carpathians and Policia, stories still circulate about a being who appears to expose a mortal soul. Whether to believe these stories is up to each of you, but the unease they cause is as real as the fear of the unknown. Candles go out, bells fall silent, and the silence becomes so loud that you hear your own heartbeat. And then a voice, "Lift my eyelids. Do not turn around. Do not breathe. And most importantly, do not look into his eyes, for in that same moment, the ground beneath you vanishes." Just imagining his arrival awakens all those fears that lived in your darkest dreams. Perhaps Vi is only a fairy tale, or perhaps something far deeper. Some believe he hides in the shadows, in the depths of human fear, in what we cannot explain. But remember, when the night grows quieter and the darkness deeper, he may already be watching you, even with his eyes closed. Thank you for staying with us to the end. This means you are fascinated by dark stories. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss new legends and mystical tales. Now check that all your windows are closed, because sometimes he comes not in your dreams, but from the darkness around you. Until next time, stay safe in a world where the eerie whisper of legends can become reality.